Hey everybody, Chauptphey here, and today I'm making a new video.
Yeah.
So, Ben Shapiro is someone who I've already made fun of a lot of times on my Twitter, but now he's getting made fun of by everyone, and it's for the right reason, because as of recently he has released another video of himself where he's basically taking a random rap song for no reason and just taking everything literally.
Here are some of the lyrics. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready, Benny.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Hold up. I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass P-word.
P-word. P-word. He can't say pussy. He can't just say pussy. This is your edgelord, right, Wing? I think the reason why he can't say pussy, but he can say whores, is probably because it's not about the disrespect or the derogatoriness of the word. It's just that sex is spooky. So it's okay to say hurtful stuff to women, but sex, that's just spooky.
Make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you effin' with some wet-ass P-word. P-word is female genitalia. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass P-word. Give me everything you got for this wet-ass P-word. Beat it up, N-word. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P-word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Talk your S-word, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that P-word. You really ain't never gonna F him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet-ass P-word. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet-ass P-word. Right, so this is, guys, this is what feminists fought for.
I mean, it is technically one of the things they fought for. Believe it or not, movements can actually fight for more than one thing at a time. Yeah, I know you're surprised by it, but they can. It's possible.
This is what the feminist movement was all about.
All about? I mean, it was one thing that it was about. The feminist movement has existed for decades. Of course, it's gonna develop, and the bigger it gets, the more disagreements you have in a movement, because if everyone in your movement agrees, name one movement where everyone agrees on the same thing. But if we have a movement that's trying to achieve gender equality, that's tackling the socio-philosophical ways of how we as a society look at gender and trying to change that for everyone's sake. And then of course you're gonna have disagreements, because that's how it started out. It started out with disagreeing with the way that we look at gender.
It's not it's not really about, women being treated as independent, full, rounded human beings. It's about wet-ass P-word.
He can't even come to a conclusion. He just has to say it's about wet-ass P-word. There's not even like a deep, thoughtful conclusion. It's just what he just saw, because he doesn't know what he's saying either. And as for the comment on women being treated as full-rounded human beings, so you can't be a full-rounded human being and be horny at the same time? Like, what the fuck kind of logic is that? The definition of someone who is well-rounded is someone who is skillful or capable or knowledgeable in a lot of different things. And one of those things could be sex, It covers a lot of different areas and subjects. So a good example of a well-rounded person could be someone who is really good in school, or plays sports, or has a good relationship with their family, and could also really like to fuck. Like, this is actually like the physical embodiment of like the meme of that nerdy girl that picks up of like that really hot girl that picks up a book and then basically transforms into a nerdy girl. Like, he just doesn't think that a woman who owns her sexuality can be smart, I feel like.
And if you say anything differently, it's because you're a misogynist, you see.
The good old, these people just think that everyone they disagree with is a misogynist. Coming from Ben, the guy who thinks everyone he disagrees with is emotional. Literally every fucking opinion that differs from him is motivated by emotion because he says so. His whole argument for this music video being bad feminism or whatever is completely motivated by his feelings. Like he's prudish. The topic of sex makes him uncomfortable. So it's completely motivated by his feelings.
Yeah, put aside the empowerment. I understand how empowering it is for women to sing about the moisture state of their genitals. And I understand that anybody who criticizes this as reductive of female sexuality and or of putting out images of females as over-sexualized in a way that is negative, that puts negative images in men and drives negative images toward women, for men, treating them as sex objects.
But it's not treating, but Cardi B is not treating herself like a sex object. She's treating herself as a human being that likes sex. When you feel aroused, when you want to have sex, does that mean you turn into an object? No. It can be part of your personality. We're human. We have a sex drive. We want to have sex. That's a part of us. She's the one in control of it. It's not someone else pointing at her body and being like, look at this. This is what I like. This is a body. No, it's her saying like, hey, I'm horny and I want to fuck. It's just accompanied with shots of women's bodies. But the center point is still the sex drive, which is something inside.
This is a key thing that people often conflate. The idea that a woman sexualizing herself is the same as them asking to be objectified. I talked about this a little bit in my Trainwrecks video, but I'll go over it a bit more here. I guess this type of thinking is actually more common than I thought. That somehow wanting to sexualize yourself is incongruent with not wanting to be objectified, which is not true. Because a key factor of objectification is the dismissal or bypassing of someone's autonomous, independent thoughts and desires. Stripping them of that and then pushing your desires onto them, thinking that someone else exists just for your pleasure, regardless of what they actually might feel, is the issue. So the stripping of autonomy and individual personhood is like the key thing.
I understand that stuff is out of bounds, right? I mean, if we mention any of that stuff, it's because we're misogynists. I'm a sexist for saying that women are more than just, their wet-ass P-words.
That is a straw man. You basically, honestly, you did say that because you hear a woman singing about her wet-ass P-word and you think that's all there is to her. Or that's what she's saying. So you're just projecting right here.
But I will admit that when I first saw the lyrics to this song, my first concern, as a sympathetic and empathetic human being, my first concern is that these women are describing a serious gynecological condition. And, I'm serious, that these women are suffering from some sort of serious, a bucket and a mop? This sounds like there's something that is going on here that is not biologically normal. And by the way,
no, it's a joke. Unless you actually think that a woman gets horny and a bucket needs to be brought to catch all the pussy juice dripping by, as if just liters comes pouring out. Like, have you never seen a vagina? Why am I even asking? Why am I even asking? I mean, look at the guy. He still looks like... I've never seen a human be able to look like a 12-year-old and a 55-year-old at the same time.
The song is so unsexy that it frankly sounds like somebody describing what amounts to a serious condition that requires the care of a doctor.
Or maybe, just maybe, it's over-exaggerating for the sake of lyrical comedy. Just a suggestion. This isn't actually the first time he's done this, if any of you are even surprised at this point. This is actually a repeated pattern with him. I can remember him getting triggered at this woman who said that she wanted her daughter to grow up to be a strong, assertive woman who can do anything with her mind and not her body, and that was the message that she was trying to teach her. And Ben Shapiro was just like, false. True feminism is getting as bare as possible and showing horny men what they want to see. Hashtag Beyonce. So my guess is he saw a sexy music video from Beyonce, and he directed all his anger towards this one woman who only got like 1 like and 4 replies to her tweet. And she didn't even say anything about feminism. I get if he said this because she's some kind of known feminist or something, but even then, the tweet wasn't about feminism. And he just sounds so fucking hostile in this tweet. It's honestly hilarious. And even if that is what feminism is about, how is that her problem or her fault? But that's pretty much all I had to say about it. Yeah, see you next time.
1, 7, 3, 4, 6, 7.